Hello, this is about hardships, and in hardships are formed the beautiful things. The title of this episode is Your Tears Are Liquid Gold, and this is based off the book of Philippians in chapter 1, and it was just 4 things that stood out to me as I read this chapter. And the first thing was in verse 12, where it says, I want you to know, brothers, that what has happened to me has really served to advance the gospel. And this was Paul just speaking to the people of Philippi, that he wanted them to know that in his hardships, in the hard things that he's been through, and as he wrote to them, it has served that he may help them. Those hardships benefited them, and God put him through those hardships so that they may prosper from it. And that's how we must look at it. So maybe we're not going through it for ourselves, but maybe for others. And the next point that just stood out to me was in verse 16, where it says, some indeed preach Christ in envy and rivalry, but others from goodwill. The latter do it out of love, knowing that I am put here for the defense of the gospel. And that just speaks life in a way that we must keep ourselves genuine when it comes to Christ. We must not get mixed up with the world or the demons as we fight against principalities in this world and not in the flesh. We must constantly cleanse ourselves, coming to the Lord day, afternoon, and night, that we may see him so much more. And that's what I try to do in my life, and constantly refine my view and be humble in that standpoint. And another point, or more so another pivotal thing that stood out to me was in verse 21, where it says, for me to live is Christ and to die is gain. And if I am to live in the flesh, that means fruitful labor for me. Yet I shall choose. I cannot tell. And this is just the humble manner of Paul as he's speaking to the people of Philippi. He knows that he wants to be with Christ, but if he's with Christ, then he's not helping in doing his purpose in the world, in which we must see. We're here to suffer on this earth. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be challenging. It's supposed to be excruciating every single day of our lives. But that's what life is. It's the beauty of life. And so we must capitalize off of that. We must go and give our 110% effort, even when our boss, even when our coaches or our managers at work might look down on us or look toward the next person. You know, this serves somebody else's purpose, maybe so much more than it's serving me right now. And the last thing that I wanted to hit was in verses 29, just a couple words from it. It said, you should not believe only in him, but also suffer for his sake. Engage with the same conflict that you saw I had and now hear that I still have. And I say what that means to me is that being a Christian is an agreement. When we become Christians, we sign a contract that we are not here to be like the world. We are in the world, but we're not of the world. And that just speaks volumes, that we're held up to a standard. Just as you hold your pastor up to a standard that he should come and give you and live the right way, and he should give you the right word every single Sunday, and it should benefit you. We are to look at ourselves in the same way, that we should uplift ourselves as God looks at us as followers of him, and he's put his Holy Spirit and entrusted his Holy Spirit in us so that we may live blameless lives, so that we may help others, so that we may grow his kingdom, just as your pastor would. You know, we must hold ourselves to that standard and find that. And it just speaks volumes, that was the most powerful thing that I read. And it was a blessing speaking to you all. I'm glad that you listened. Please leave your feedback in the comments. I'm very open for criticism. Please let me know how these words can serve you better. Thank you so much.